Welcome to episode 101, starring Glenn Close. It's 101 Dalmatians of Trusty Hogs. I'm Helen Bauer. This is Catherine Bohart.
I don't even hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not
Close.
It's Glenn fucking Close. Hey guys, welcome to episode 101 of Trusty Hogs.
We're comedians.
We are. We tell you. We shouldn't have to say it. It feels like, but yes, we are. We're going to tell you about our lives. Then we usually have a guest on, and they help us solve our listener problems. Now, look, weirdos, I have a bone to pick with our listeners.
I can't believe you think the Hogs are weirdos. I said they are too good to us, and you went weirdos.
Crazy. This is crazy. So, as you may or may not know, on last week's episode, the 100th episode, we made an announcement that we are doing live shows called Trusty Hogs Presents Outside is Awful. Now, I was about to say to Andrew, oh gosh, how exciting, people will have started to buy tickets by now. And Andrew said, by now? You people found the link before we put it out, before we announced it? Andrew, how does that even work? What the hell are you talking about?
So the ticket link was the same ticket link that we used to sell your radio work in progress on Zoom.
Yeah.
And either people have been going back to that page every day, or they've got
oh God, I hope that's not the
Google
case.
alert on for us, or something like that. God knows what's happened, but they found the link, about 3 days before we even announced the shows.
It's incredible. It's incredible that you found the link.
No, that gives me the creeps. Let me surprise you.
Tell you what you haven't found, the link to my Soho Theatre shows. And that I have been pushing for quite a while. So if you're struggling to find that, once again,
funny.
It's in my bio.
I'd like to come on Monday. I'm coming on Monday with
Oh my
Ellen.
God, are you actually?
Yeah,
Do you want comps? Yeah? Yeah? You don't believe in supporting women in comedy?
Not you, no. I am propping you up, baby girl. You're supported. You're leaning on. I'm your third leg.
Okay, Catherine, I do comps once we finish recording this episode.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you,
Love
Catherine.
you.
Andrew
Love
Singer
you.
on tour.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the Trusty Hogs. Trust the Trusty Hogs, or maybe not.
Oh my
I
God,
am
speaking
indeed.
of, by the way,
Go on.
I got sent a candle from a listener who has an amazing candle company called Burn Bitch, and the candle is called Tories Can Suck My Wick. It's rose and oud, and they're genuinely the nicest. But more than that, she has these little tin travel ones. They're like little tea lights, but they come in little tiny.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're amazing. And they're called all kinds of things. But yeah, Burn Bitch, check her out. She's a listener, and her products the smells are incredible, and they're really good. I would rarely push something, but like, it's genuinely so good.
I would say with us being, as of recording this, like 90 days away from Christmas, it is time to invest in a nice candle that's in a tin.
It's
not
good
for
for
gifts,
stocking.
but just, no, not for gifts, just to take home to the family so you can be in your room and
that's so
pretend to
true.
be a witch to save yourself.
I thought they were really good for traveling. Does that help you in a household where everyone already thinks they're a witch?
That's a good point, actually. I might be bringing the spirits in. But we're not doing
You should pretend to
Family
be a
Christmas in
scientist.
Fleet. It's not in Fleet this year.
Where is it? You should pretend
Kingston,
to be a
I
scientist.
think.
You could pretend to be a scientist. You could just bring like lots of little lab bits. Kingston? Why Kingston?
I've got a cousin that lives in Kingston. So we're all going to go stay in like the Premier Inn there.
Okay. The offer remains. If you choose an Irish Christmas, we're always waiting for you.
I'll always Premier Inn in Kingston. Now that for me is compared to the Airbnb
We
option
don't
of
have a
last
buffet
year.
breakfast, to be fair. We don't have a buffet
I mean, the
breakfast.
Premier Inn, I don't know if they'll do a Christmas buffet breakfast.
Just a normal breakfast at Christmas. I
Yeah,
believe.
it'll just be average.
How do you know that?
I had a bit of a Premier Inn phase.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah.
Everything's
Right.
Premier but the price.
Adds up, though. It does add up.
Yeah, it really does when you're on tour. Bloody hell. Remember that horrendous hotel we stayed in that I brought you on when you were my tour support? We went from like the nicest, unfortunately we did the nicest hotel and the worst hotel back to back. So we stayed at like the Mercure or something really nice the night before. And then we went to Ibis Citrus or something, or Ibis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ibis.
I've stayed in the Citrus
It's the- no,
Hotel.
it's
Do you
the-
mean the one in Cardiff,
It's
Citrus?
No. It's the Ibis. It's the cheaper Ibis option.
Yeah,
They
it's
have a
below
cheap-
Ibis budget.
Yeah.
Oh, the one without the windows?
Yeah. It was horrendous. I'm so sorry, Andrew.
That's all right. It smelt like weed, banana, and soap all in one.
It
Ibis
also-
coffins, it's
it had
called.
the yeah,
right.
because
No,
that
it's
makes
not.
sense.
It's not called Ibis coffin.
It genuinely
But I
has that
like
vibe. It felt like sleeping in a wet room. Does that make sense? Really, really horrid stuff. You haven't
What's the
mentioned it.
worst?
You haven't mentioned it, so I guess I will.
You've been on TV.
Yes.
Okay. I had something to say about hotels, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
What's the worst hotel you've ever stayed in?
That one. I'm really sorry, Andrew.
That can't be the worst.
Stayed in much
That's
worse.
definitely the worst hotel I've ever stayed in.
Oh my God.
Plymouth. There's a gig in Plymouth that gives you a B&B. That's awful. And the receptionist kept showing me Facebook videos of him doing his racist puppet act.
Oh, that's bad.
No.
That's a bad hotel. That's a bad one.
He had a puppet called Winston. He did the voice and some words that he shouldn't have said.
Oh, Winston.
Of course he did the voice, Andrew.
He didn't. Winston
You don't
did.
need to say that part. We know he did the voice.
No, as in like he did like a black voice. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like explaining how puppets.
This French fellow goes, he did the voices and everything.
I was like,
I love it when
Yeah,
I'm
Andrew, they all do
understanding more than Catherine. It makes me feel so good.
it's early in the morning. We don't usually start at 9:30, but we have.
No, this is mad.
I've done a Pilates class already.
You go fuck yourself.
Okay. Oh, I have to tell you about
I weed in the shower. We've all had busy days.
poor Sunil.
He's not there. He's not there at the
Sunil.
moment.
He still has
He's
to
in
get back in there.
Ramsgate.
That's hell. That's hell. Can I tell you? Oh, go on,
No,
Andrew.
I want the worst hotels. There's more.
That was one of the worst experiences. But the actual hotel was fine. But I paid once £30 for a hotel room in King's Cross.
Oh,
Now-
that's
You've said
cheap.
you've said £30 like it's a lot, but it's not.
No, I'm saying £30 is in like it is worryingly cheap
Yeah,
for
it's
central
so
London.
cheap.
Have I lost the meaning of words?
It was like a prison cell. It was awful. Everything was dingy and smelled. There was definitely stains.
Yeah.
I don't think even I had a mattress. I think it was a futon.
Great.
You could leave though, so ultimately different to a prison cell at least.
True, very true.
At least
Actually,
there's
there
that.
is a hostel by King's Cross called Clink.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Clink. I
I've
think
done a
I've
gig
stayed
there.
at a Clink.
did a
Oh,
gig
that's
there.
what it is. I've done a gig there, but I think I stayed at a Clink in Amsterdam. You know, I think it's a
think it's a
franchise.
chain.
Yeah.
I stayed in a hotel in Leicester once, and it was like I was doing my work in progress, and I was brand new, and I had to work in the bakery the next morning at 7:30, but there was no train or bus back after my spot.
Where
So I
was
had to stay overnight Leicester by the hotel, and it was like super cheap, and I was like, this is worryingly cheap. So it's like one bathroom for the whole corridor.
No.
The room didn't properly lock, and I got pink eye. Bit of a fun story.
Were they related?
I bloody think so. I think someone farted on the pillow for banter.
It's so sweet.
Or
that you said
in my
farted for
face.
you've said farted to make yourself feel better.
They didn't shit on the. You don't shit on a pillow.
People
You
do.
shit in a bed, not on a
People
pillow.
do.
No.
People
There's
do.
different places to shitting.
People famously shit on pillowcases.
Who?
I have a story to tell you.
Oh,
I'm
not
allowed-
Winston
that I'm
Churchill.
not allowed to tell you on air. Winston Churchill keeps coming up so often in my life lately.
Why?
Really?
Yeah, well,
As a ghost?
No, I just obviously he took over from Chamberlain ahead of the Second World War,
Yes.
and I'm studying somebody who lived through that period, and thus met it. So for a TV show that I can't say what it is, but at this point
Everyone's
I think
already figured it
everybody
out.
knows. If you know, if you're like on my Instagram, you'd have to be able to surmise which bisexual I'd chosen. Yeah, I went to Pilates this morning. Greatest compliment of my life. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I was just doing my class. I wasn't even like showing off. I was just doing my best in my own little zone. And afterwards, the tallest, bossiest woman from the studio, the best one, the one you want to impress
The
the
Helen
most.
of the Pilates studio.
Sure, let's say that. The most like beautiful former dancer. I was like,
The Helen of the
came
Pilates
over to me,
studio.
yep. Yes, and was like, your body looked incredibly efficient today.
One more time.
Your body looked incredibly efficient today.
Okay, louder.
Your body, I actually might come. Your body looked incredibly efficient today.
What happened to your body when you heard that for the first time?
Well, obviously I melted to a puddle. I was
Yeah.
like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Efficient.
Yeah, I wasn't wasting a moment's energy. I was moving through the movements incredibly efficiently.
Finishing every movement to its last
But stuff
piece.
like when I was in plank and my ass wasn't in the air, she like said all this. I was like, this is honestly making me. I was like blushing head to toe and I was thrilled. It's the greatest moment of my life.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah. So
Are you nervous next week that you're going to overhear her saying it to someone else?
next week I go 3 times a week.
I try to pretend that doesn't happen. When you go next week,
Yeah.
are you afraid that you'll hear her saying it to someone else?
Why would you say that to me?
Because I have had a lot of times in my life, you know, when like you walk to a room and someone goes, "Oh my God, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I love your outfit. I love your outfit." And you're like, "Oh my fucking
Yes,
God."
I've met gay men.
And then the next person walks in and they're like, "Oh my God, stunning.
You need to
I'm stunned."
Yeah, that's gay men. I know
It's
them.
awful.
I mean, I will say this actually.
And Rosie Jones.
It's Rosie Jones. It's also, can I
Rosie's
say,
the worst.
the
at it.
girls I'm about to move in with,
Go on.
I will say, Annie, you can come down in a ball gown or a dressing gown. If you come down the stairs in that house, everyone's like, "Oh my God, she's the moment, she's living, she's thriving, she's everything, you're beautiful." And it's actually it's really
Okay, actually,
done
I
off
do
my
need a bit
confidence.
of that.
Come on over, love. They'll really lay it on thick.
Okay, I need to, because Sunil just grunts or pretends I don't exist.
No, because I have like 2 straight women and
Yeah.
quite a pervy lesbian. So it's ideal. They're all like, "Woohoo!" every time I come downstairs. It's amazing.
And please tell me that one day you're just going to come downstairs naked.
Oh no, but Ellen already does that all the time. They don't like that so much.
Ellen's a naked wanderer.
She's like an always nude. What's the opposite to like a never dressed?
Let's call it never dressed, never nude. Oh, God, I'm
She's
such
a
an
never
idiot.
dressed. If anything, like she's got to put some clothes on. It's so
I think
sweet.
that's me. Sunil's away at the moment and I'm just wandering around
Yeah, I
naked.
think
Like
it is
this
you.
morning, I woke up, boiled the kettle, made a coffee.
You've got
like-
to be. Well, have I taught you nothing? Look at the scars on my legs. You've got to be.
Well, not
careful.
using a cafetiere, am I? I'm just pouring it into muggy. And then like
Mugs can spill more easily.
wandered down to the bathroom, like door open, brushing my teeth. Like,
That is her. I think it's like a toddler-like quality, and also I think neither of you
It
have
is
any.
very toddler-like.
You both have real body security. Like you're both like not spending.
We're
stupid
incredibly
energy.
attractive women.
You are, and tall, yeah, and you both got boobs.
And we know if
Jelly.
anyone comes in, we're big and we can take them.
Yeah, I mean, she thinks she's bigger than she is, but yeah, I mean, why am I talking about?
Yeah,
her?
I could take
I was about to
Helen.
say, why am I talking about her so much? But then I realized she's away for a week. She's been gone for a day, and I'm like,
One day she's away.
yeah.
So far.
So
then
far.
she's away for a full week.
Her and Charlie got this gig
Talk
where
to
they
me.
do 10 minutes of material
Talk to me.
in a Greek holiday destination, and then they get to stay for a week in the most exquisite villa.
For the benefit of the listener, both me and Andrew look angry with our mouths wide open.
I know.
Just to check, is this one 10-minute gig?
One 10
Are you
minute
fucking
set?
joking? What sort of posh bullshit is this?
I know. It's insane. I honestly was furious when they arrived and it wasn't like a ruse to steal their organs. They're actually there. It's beautiful.
So, and they do the gig and they just do 10 minutes. Is it a lineup
And
show?
then they don't have to stay in like a place with everybody else. They just stay in a villa with the other acts.
Oh, wait a second.
No,
A
no,
villa
it's
with
one
the
of the other
acts.
acts. One of the other acts.
About to say, 'cause that's
the
a
act.
risk.
It's the act and his family and their kids.
And they're good.
They're good.
Oh, they're good.
Last night they did the quiz. They won. They look like they're having a fucking great time.
Where in
Furious.
Greece?
Zante.
I've been to Zante. I went there when I was 18.
It looks so posh. Like I didn't know that was possible.
Oh, there's half. Okay, Zakynthos is an island of two halves.
Let me
from what
just
I
show you
understand.
this. By the way, I know that it's not. I can't show the people at home, but just for your reaction, imagine what you're thinking it would be.
Google posh Zante. That's fucked up.
I know.
Okay, it's lounges looking over an infinity pool that looks straight onto the ocean. And when I say the parasols are clean and white, I say they are clean and white.
Honestly, I was about to be like the loungers are white.
Yeah.
They're not even using a cover-up color.
Like there hasn't been a woman who's had an accident after having too much lactose at breakfast
There
on
aren't
those.
8 men's body prints of sweat there.
Okay, sometimes they're women's prints as well. And I'm
this is a really big one. It
and I'm
can't have
sick
been.
of saying that. Oh, I'm sick of it. Oh my God, I've got so much to tell you. And we've got the guests coming in.
Thank you so much for asking. So the show's called Juice, and it's on BBC iPlayer now. All
Damn
the
it!
episodes are
No,
up.
Andrew, can you edit it so
It's
I
by
ask?
Mawan Rizwan. It's incredible. It stars Russell Tovey as well. The show is stunning, surreal, beautiful, and I just have a tiny part, but I played sunburnt lesbian, and no better woman than I. And genuinely, it was one of the best days of work I've ever had. What an absolute privilege to work across from Russell Tovey.
Also,
And to
we
be-
will put a picture up of Catherine in her makeup on our
Oh my God,
Instagram
the
main
sunburn
feed.
was
We have
insane.
to, because I got sent a picture by the makeup artist on it, who
was
I'd worked
triggering.
with previously,
It was
being like,
honestly-
guess who I've got today? And I was like, ah!
When they put it on, I looked in the mirror. I suddenly was like, "Ow!" Even though it was so believable.
You looked incredible.
Anyway,
I'm so excited to watch it. They did that great thing. I love it when people do this, where they dump every episode on iPlayer in the same moment.
Me too.
And it's all just there.
As a writer, I'd be like furious. You'd be like, "Oh, decades work. Is it just spaff it all in one evening? Is it?"
Spaff it all.
But yeah, obviously it's so good as a viewer, and the show's so queer and wonderful. It's so, and there's so many little in-jokes.
What episode are you in?
I'm in episode 2. Episode 2. I think I play Maggie or Hannah. One of the lesbians.
I'd say even if you're listening to this abroad, get a VPN link just so you can see Catherine all burnt up playing a lesbian. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
You know, anyone can do it.
Having troubles in the bedroom, so it's all very
on the nose.
It's all very method, actually.
I don't think we've ever spoken in depth about your bedroom life with Ellen, but I can assume it's fucking hot as shit.
We're not doing this on the podcast. I'm not doing this on the podcast.
Okay, I'm now turning myself on. Just thinking about it.
You're so into lesbians
but
for wanking,
those scissors are going to be sharp as fuck. Like, you're going to be straight on the clip. Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I'm not talking about this on the podcast. No, stop. Stop it. What is that? Are you sucking a clit?
That's a clit suck.
Andrew, let's move on. What is Helen's talking topic today? Well, you've had a terrible time.
What is Helen's talking topic today? What have we allotted Helen to talking about? I've got a lot of things I'd like to discuss.
I know, and we've been over this. You can only have one. Okay, here's the thing, Helen. You have actually had, for once, I will genuinely say, a sympathy-worthy, genuinely crap 24 hours.
I go through a lot compared to other people, actually.
That's not quite what I said. But
I've still got thrush cream in my tummy. How do I know that? Because I'm still shitting myself.
Wait, are you?
Yeah, Francis came over yesterday, like as soon as I got back from the airport.
Yeah.
And I was just, every fart I did, Francis was like, that was wet. And I was like, oh, I don't know what's happening. So we had to work outside in the rain. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, I went through it.
Go on.
Oh, it was awful. I was.
How did that story start with farts? I was like, hey, you have a sympathetic story, and
because I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot recently. I was gigging in Paris and Harlem this weekend.
Were you shitting yourself?
Yeah, yesterday I had like 3 big poos by like.
But do you understand what shitting yourself means? Like you weren't like you were making it. To
the yeah, the cloth was down.
But you were making it to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was on top of water. Yeah.
I've never heard that before. I was on top
of the water. I was in a place where it was like, go, good to go, 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 go.
Go, go, go.
Go, 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 poop, poop, poop. Hello? Catherine upset. I didn't do anything. Okay, so this is what's awful. I was doing some international gigs. Shout out to the Hoggies that came to Harlem and to the one in Paris who represented so well in an audience of 14 people.
14
I'm not joking.
people?
I'm not joking. It was so. I went pourquoi pas? Je ne comprends pas. C'est impossible.
C'est tragique.
Non.
Oui.
C'est pas tragique.
Ouais, c'est tragique.
Non, c'est bon.
No,
c'est bon. C'est très bien.
But wait, why?
So I just, because the French fucking hate me, which is fine because I fucking hate them. So like, if anything, just like, you know, on the.
What's your beef with the French?
The showcase vibes, bad vibes.
I'll tell you this. I lived in Paris
Disneyland
for several months and loved it. And then every time I've been back since, in particular.
When did you live in Paris?
During my French degree.
Shut the fuck up. Did you know she lived in Paris?
I did not know this. No.
I know you did a French, but like I didn't know you lived in Paris.
Yeah. And Nancy for a while. Yeah. I was so poor. It was honestly bleak. Like that sounds, but like it was a beautiful city to walk around. I did a lot of walking and a lot of sitting in parks and a lot of like, but I was so lonely and so poor that it was like actually quite shit. Like it's one of the most stressful periods of my life being like, how am I going to pay for everything? Like how am I, literally like, I couldn't really sleep or think about anything else really. Like that's all I could think about.
Thinking the other day about like what it was those years being completely broke, trying to figure out how to live in London. and like working on Oxford Street, but then walking back to Brixton because I didn't have the tube
God, yeah.
money. And it's so like, oh
I
my
used
God.
to walk back to Wilton Green from Knightsbridge.
But at the time, weren't you like, this is just part of it?
Yeah.
I
and-
romanticised it.
Yeah, I definitely have since. But like, yeah, I think for Fern Brady said this, I think on Twitter, but it's so true. Which is like for such a long period of my life, I just thought that I was never not going to be depressed.
Yeah.
And then I made over 25 grand in a year and was like, oh, I was poor. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's so fucking hard. I don't know how. I mean, let me not go into a government rant, but like,
No, we should do Helen's Politics Corner.
well, fine.
They're not nice to us.
But also, like-
they're not nice to people. They don't support people and they leave them to die and it's non-kind.
But also, like, it's so incredibly difficult to be poor, especially if you have
Yeah.
dependents. This is not our podcast. I'm sorry. This
I
is going to
feel
make me sad.
so bad about this Mexican trip now.
Now? Okay. You have
Because it's
to say,
going to
if you're going to
cost a
say
lot
it,
in the end because we're going to go to Mexico City and then Cancun.
Helen, first of all, you don't need to feel bad about your holiday. You work hard. But secondly, I think...
I do.
No,
I
you
performed
don't.
to 14 people in Paris. But
wait,
there was
go
one.
back.
There was one Trusty Hogs listener in the front who was there for it, wearing a T-shirt saying "I'm only 4," and I was like, "God bless you," because everyone else, all the French people behind them, were just looking at me like, "Why is the big girl screaming? Oh, the big girl. She keeps saying she's beautiful, but she's not. Oh, the girl on stage. She said her father has never hugged her. I would not hug her. She is disgusting. Oh mon Dieu, c'est alors.
Where were your
Look at the
hands?
monster, the British monster.
Where were your hands?
I was doing some very classy material.
Were you?
And I'm like, I'm so beautiful. And they were like, no.
Okay.
No, you are
wasn't like-
naked in a corridor pissing yourself. It is not funny. It is a medical condition.
Well, it is a medical emergency. You've now, my darling, I'm
Yes.
just going to ask you a little question.
Yeah.
You've wiped your nose several times with your hands. Do you need a tissue?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm just tired because of all the flights I had to take.
But that's actually the point of the story. It's not that you performed to 14 people and still somehow are managing to go
I
on
will
holiday
say
to
though,
Mexico.
what a crowd, what a night. Incredibly humbling and surprisingly very fun.
But what you actually then on the way back was the hell.
So then I was in Harlem and I did my show there, which was really, really nice. And then I went to the airport to get my flighty home. And they were like, I was like there at like 10 a.m.
I've run out of sympathy before you finish the story.
And then they were
sorry.
like, flighty gone, flighty cancelled. So I was on the EasyJet app and I was like, oh, what the fuck do I do now? So I tried to click on the next one and the next flight was at 9:30 in the evening. So I went through every other flight that was going to like anywhere, like even Bristol. Do you know what I mean?
Even
Bristol. Even Bristol. And it was just so mad expensive. I was like, right, you know what? I've got my laptop with me. I've only got carry-on luggage. I've got my charger. I'm just going to do an airport work day. It's going to feel very claustrophobic, but like, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Doing it. I get to like an hour before my flight's going to leave in the evening and it says it's been pushed back another hour. So I was like, okay, cool. So we're going to get up to the 12-hour mark, but it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then they cancel it, like just before we should start boarding. They just cancel it. And I was like, those fuckers knew before it landed in the UK from the previous journey that they didn't have enough staff. They cancelled it. And the only option was to either pay €1,000 to get to Bristol.
Fuck that.
And then it's like, well, what do I do? I'm just there in the middle of the night. Or wait for the next day and have to leave the airport and go to a different city to stay in a hotel. And I will say this, I was so lucky that I was on the app at the moment when it came up saying flight's been cancelled, do you need a hotel for the night?
Yeah.
That I pressed yes on it. But there were so many people when I came out who didn't even get given that option. And the people at the gate were just like, yeah, you just need to find a 3-star hotel, 3-star or less, and go stay there and charge it back to us. And it's like, happens that they don't have that money in their account right now. What are you going to do with them?
Wow, so Helen's just like walking by families with kids being like, poor them, and then heading on the bus to her hotel.
Look, the message of the story is, do not fly, walk. Shall we bring on our guest?
Please, everyone, please, welcome to the show,
Sharon Wanjohi!
Oh, hi. As you may or may not know, we are doing a live comedy show, a lineup show. It's called Trusty Hogs Presents Outside is Awful. It's on the 31st of October. A Tuesday is Halloween, so why not come along, join us? And you can get tickets where, Andrew? It's a Zoom gig.
You can go to our link tree or go to ticketsource.co.uk/kerfuffle.
We got bloody well celebrities on there. Come on. Sharon, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We've just realised that we've synced. We're both have our periods.
I'm in a room with two women bleeding out their cunts and I feel uncomfortable.
Oh God, it sounds so
I
aggressive
feel-
when you say. I like the idea of a flow.
Yeah, I think
Right.
flow's a nicer word than...
Then bleeding from their
Bleeding
cunts.
from your
Bleeding from your
cunts.
cunts
It sounds like
seems
we're
a
going
little
into
intense.
war.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I just can't trust you women.
Oh
at
my
the
God.
moment. God knows what you're going to do. You could get angry at any second. You could cry at
I'd
any
be
moment.
asking for rights and shit.
Yeah,
like,
You
oh.
have to
nightmare.
talk into that. You have
Yeah, you
to.
got
I'm
it.
so
Yeah,
sorry.
you
You're
gotta
going to
do
lean
that.
all the
I'm
way
so
in.
sorry.
But this is the thing. I tell her
There you
that,
go.
and she's going to get angry now. This is classic
my God.
Sharon. She's on her period.
You know
and the
me
next
well.
thing I know, both
do
of
know
you,
me
hands down the knickers, drawing war stripes on.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow, that went
I feel like I learned a lot about you.
there so fast.
that.
Yeah, me too. It was very exposing. You were just saying that you have a period cold.
I do. I know. It's
that
not
mean?
contagious. So every month, I don't know why. I think it's my immune system or something. But literally the first day, I'm like, okay, I'm out. Like my voice goes. It's so bizarre. I can't explain it. Every month.
I hate to say it, and I really, really hate to say it because I
Say
hate
it.
what it says about gender. But the thing for me that goes is my spatial awareness, and I don't have much to begin with.
Really?
I have been driving, like the 3 days before my period, I was driving and I was like, I've forgotten how to drive. Like, I'm
No.
like incompetent on the road. And it was just...
How does that
can't be a
work?
thing.
Yeah,
I
I've
didn't know.
never heard
I'll tell
that.
you why
That's
it
so
is. My mum has
interesting.
the exact same thing. I'm way more likely to fall over, bang into things on the way to, around my period. Even before I drove, like I would always end up with bruises around my period because I used to work in a cinema and the registrar was at like the register was at my hip level, and I used to have just so many bruises across my stomach. And, yeah.
That is so bizarre. I've never
No
heard
spatial
anything
awareness
like
on my
that.
period. It's awful.
Why do we get all the shit bits?
I'm worried that, and I believe you.
No, you don't.
I believe women. I do.
No, you don't.
Famously, Sharon, I believe women.
No, you don't.
I'm worried that now we've said that, people are going to be like to their partners or like any other women in their life, be like, "Well, women can't drive, can they? Because they're on the
oh
period."
my
no,
God.
They're
hang on,
just zooming into schools. Like, that's
no.
how it like.
If
Hold,
they use that.
hold the phone. First of all, not all women. It's just me and my mom, and maybe other women. But like, I'm sure men also have like
all Irish
hormonal
women shouldn't
cycles.
drive.
They do.
All Irish
Men also
women.
have hormonal
They
cycles, so
do.
this is true for them too.
Men get their period
But
too.
also, I'm talking like minor differences where I was worried about it, but like, and I was therefore more careful. But I really had to be alert because I was like, "What the fuck?"
One
is
second, were you both,
Interesting.
genuine out of curiosity, were you both doing a bit there when you said men get their cycle?
They do
No,
get
men
their
get
period.
hormonal cycles.
Are you kidding
They
me?
just don't ovulate and bleed. That's-
Exactly.
No,
There's
they
a time a
don't.
month where they get weird, and when you know a man, like my brothers, I know exactly the date they get fucking weird.
It's not the same as like obviously
No.
ovulating, but they have but hormones move in cycles.
Andrew, are you on your hormonal cycle?
I don't know. I've never paid attention too much to my body or emotions.
Do you ever have a week where you're just desperate for a period for chocolate?
That's most days.
Eloquent for chocolate. I've seen him take down a Tony's chocolate only big bar without even chewing it.
Nice.
Correct.
Nice.
I respect
Nice.
you so
Fair
much
dues.
for that.
Okay,
Shout
fair
out
dues.
to
I've
you.
never noticed the male period.
No, it's
Look
not a
for
male
it.
period.
Okay.
Why
I know
am I
they're
bothering?
not bleeding out their dick. I'm not a moron.
It's just a period of time where they get extra, sensitive or not to
Basically, what we're describing
know
is
what
that
I
men
mean?
have emotions too, and it,
They
I'm
do.
sure, affects other
They're
things.
so far down.
I don't know. I think I'm quite emotionally repressed.
really.
Yeah, you do. You definitely take yourself away like a dying dog.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder about both of you, but I think comedy has made me more emotionally repressed.
Hello.
Because I think it's a defense thing where you're giving so much of your life on stage that I'm like more self-protective, and so it's come like I've just like put up a few more walls, which I notice, and I know that because I'm dating an emotionally articulate lesbian.
God, power to you. I don't know how you do it.
Oh my
Fucking-
god!
it's a
she
full-time
tricked me with
job.
her short hair.
Oh.
She tricked me. She
You
tricked
think,
me.
don't you?
I was like, okay,
Okay, little
It's-
pixie cut. We're not gonna have conversations.
We're not gonna have to talk about my
More of
feelings.
a- it's more of a mullet.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I have
you-
picturing a pixie cut.
Bless you with your
was
pixie
sorry,
cut. I
my
was
little
like,
vintage
no,
idea of
she's
lesbians.
No,
I
it's
know,
definitely
no,
like, where's your cup,
back in the
babe?
day. Sorry, we're 2023. Lesbians have mullets now.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
come
I'm new to
on.
this gay shit. By the way.
And they're somehow in
Wait,
there.
how new to this gay
Like,
shit?
I only came out the other fucking day.
What?
I didn't know you were. Are you bi?
No,
you gay?
I'm gay. No one
Shut
ever
the fuck up!
Helen, have you ever seen
Is this
Sharon
my-
do comedy?
One time, years ago. Not years ago.
It's
like
gay
10
as hell.
years
ages ago. She said my comedy is gay as hell.
Yeah.
I'm putting that on everything from
Yeah, it's
now
gay
on.
as hell.
Sharon Wanjohi, gay as hell
Yeah.
comedy.
Wait, how gay as hell?
I just talk a little bit about it.
Fucking
Towards the
yeah!
end.
You talk
Fucking
about
why
coming
not,
out in a
right?
very religious context. I think that is gay as hell. But
It's
wait,
so gay.
So when did you come? How old are you and when did you come out?
I came out. I'm 25 now. I came out when I was. Oh God, don't. I hate it. I hate being 25.
Why?
Oh please, don't get me started. It's awful. I think people look through like their 20s through like rose tinted glasses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
really
that's
it's
the
the
worst.
worst
It's the
fucking
worst.
thing.
Yeah, I
Thank
agree.
you. I
I
feel like I'm
agree.
being gassed. Everyone's like, this is the best time of your life. You're gonna have a great
no.
time.
It's almost exactly the same as
No.
being a teenager, except you have to pay for the food. Yes. Which is
The only thing that
fucked
is true is it does get
It's
better.
fucked
It's
up.
always
Genuinely.
consistently- you've gone through the worst
I
years.
can't wait for my 30s. I am counting down the days.
They are fundamentally
I've
better.
got to say, from 27 felt good for me.
Yeah?
For me, it was definitely 29, 30. That was like
Okay.
because partly because of the brain. For myself, I was like, "Oh, I'm 30. I need to get certain things together," and then did.
Right.
But also, like, it just takes ages to like make.
What
money in
age
this
were you when
city.
you colour coordinated your books?
So you're 25. And when did you,
For the benefit of the listener,
I thought that
Catherine
was a
got
valid
angry.
question.
But that
No,
felt like a
I get-
getting together moment. Like,
oh,
colour
that's so
coordinating.
funny.
Yeah, I'll
Helen,
give you that.
I've done that since I was like a kid. I used to.
Then you've had your shit together.
I used to lend my brother and sister my books and like write it in the library system so I'd know which ones they had. What do you like? I kept a list of people who used to dog ear my books and therefore they wouldn't be lent to again.
it's a perfect podcast to snort on to not cover your
Sorry,
mouth.
actually,
Like I was a busy child. You know what I mean? Like
I love that for
I came
you.
out like, okay, so there are things to do. Are we starting with a list?
Oh,
How
I
we
wish
like
I
that?
was like that.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
That's
If I ever
having
borrow
your
a
shit
book from
together.
you, just that, like, if me and Sharon wanted to borrow something,
I would
Is
just
it?
gift it to you. For you, I would just. But Sharon could give it back, I'm sure. Look at her white top with those stains.
Oh
on.
my
It's fine.
God. It's
I've only
early.
got
It's
one
the morning.
ketchup stain
Give
on
me an
this.
hour.
I've got one ketchup stain, that's it.
Oh, that doesn't even count.
And also, me and Andrew spoke about this.
Ketchup
That's what I
ketchup
said.
stain.
Sleeve stains don't
Sleeve
count.
stains don't count.
Also,
You're using your sleeves.
Okay,
myself.
Sharon, you're right.
This ketchup stain, Sharon,
It's kind of aesthetic.
is 5 days old. And I'll tell you what I made the mistake of. I made the mistake of having a
Not
sausage
washing it.
sandwich with ketchup and not a bacon sandwich
Oh
with
yeah, you
ketchup
fucked
on the
up.
go.
You fucked
The
up.
sausages don't get any. So the top of the
No,
sausage gets
there's
no,
no friction.
purchase on the ketchup, and it slides straight
Yeah.
off. Whereas bacon, there's grooves.
There's friction there.
Wow.
Wow, that was
There's
very
friction there.
scientific.
Yeah.
A pat on the back. I do, regrettably.
Okay.
I know.
No, that's all right. You've
bad
only just come
lesbian,
out.
bad
You've only
lesbian.
just come out.
I
It's
know.
all right.
Give
You
me
got
some
time.
time.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
for a month. You got to give me
you
that,
got-
right?
Wait, so
Sorry.
you came out
I wanna
when?
hear it.
When I was 23. So I've had
Okay.
2 years, but I feel like the pandemic, I don't know, it took
Yeah.
those
That's so
early
shit.
stages.
So many people came out and then were kept in.
Yep,
And it
yep,
does-
that's exactly it.
It does feel like
But, oh,
punitive.
everyone's
It's like
dying.
someone's gone, no.
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 Let's try that again
Oh my god,
later.
congratulations.
Thank
How
you.
exciting.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's
Have you
all
had
right.
a girlfriend since
I
you've come
have.
out? Oh my god, that's so exciting.
How does that feel?
Um,
I've never had a partner.
Genuinely.
Genuinely.
Good on you.
Thank you.
Stay that way.
Thank you.
Stress-free
It's
life.
not really a choice at the moment, but yeah.
Look, you're
Like, it just
gorgeous
is what
and
it is.
funny and
No, I know,
sexy.
I know,
Yeah.
a bit too much of anything.
Okay, yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are sort of
yeah.
like, you know, there's
And you
a bit
date
of a
men?
bunted adjacent. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
see,
yeah,
that's-
men, boys.
They don't like that. They don't like funny, sexy, independent women.
What?
Oh, sorry. Is
No,
that
I think that's probably fair.
is that
No,
is
I
that
know
me being
that.
sexist
Don't worry. No,
towards
I know
men?
it. They
Okay,
don't. Yeah,
alright.
I can do everything myself.
But don't just think it's just you under the firing line here, because Sharon has some things to learn. For example, let's talk about the nails, Sharon.
Oh no!
Oh, are you going to do Lesbian 101?
I know.
Are you wearing acrylics?
Do you know what this is for me, right? You know when like you go out and you're like, I'm not gonna go on the pool tonight, so I'm not gonna shave, I'm not gonna wax, and
Yeah.
you're gonna wear the ugliest underwear.
Yeah.
That's me with the nails. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pull. I'm
They,
not gonna.
they are repellent,
They
I would
are.
say.
I know. This is like, of course, people are not gonna hit on me because it's like.
Yeah. You could tell me you were gay till the cows came home. I'd be like, okay, well, your hands say otherwise, my friend.
Just for the benefit of the listener, Sharon has long nails.
I do.
Long acrylic nails.
Shame on me. They were
Shame
for
on
holiday,
you.
to be fair, and I wasn't trying to pull on holiday.
Okay, because
Yeah.
you don't like sex in the sun.
I do. Oh God, I do.
What's wrong with you?
I'm like on a hiatus. I've had a couple dates recently.
Okay.
And I think I'm just over dating.
Fine. It sounds like it is awful.
Right.
And you can also just use the pad of the finger, surely.
Does that work? No, because
I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask, but like,
Why?
It'd
You
be
wank all the
painful.
time.
you're right. Just use the pad of the finger. So you put this on your clit, like the bottom of your, like the nails don't get involved.
but it's easy to do on yourself because you can. do you
Yeah,
know what I
harder
mean?
to get
But
around
surely
that
Right,
angle somebody
it's like
else.
perfect.
Yeah.
fucking
Practice makes
use a-
perfect. Like no
Okay.
one wins dressage on their first horse, you know.
Get that tattooed somewhere.
Get that
that
Phrase.
that
a
is
classic phrase.
Helen Bell.
No one does. Of course not. Okay, well, this is amazing because we get problems in from our listeners. A lot of the problems are queer, let's be honest. So it's
Nice.
good to know your credentials.
Wait, but don't you want to ask any more lesbian questions to like the old lesbian?
Oh,
Young lesbian to old lesbian.
no, that's not fair. Old lesbians are.
She's been around the block,
65.
Sharon.
Oh my God.
Sharon. She's
I
been
have-
good in a lot of
Have
continents.
you?
I have been out for 16 years.
Yeah.
How is it? Does it get better?
I thought you were going to say 16 winters.
That is some gay shit.
I've been
right there.
lesbianing for 16 winters.
Oh, I've been through 16 cuffing seasons in my life.
And then Catholic girls' school before that. There's a lot of history there.
That is
Yeah.
gay. You had
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
no
There
was
choice
no
there.
chance.
You
There was
speak
no hope.
genuinely.
It's true.
All girls.
When you said, does it get better? Do you find it bad?
Not bad. No. Not bad. Actually, I'm loving it. I don't know.
Okay,
just
good.
in terms of like, I don't know. Maybe in general, I'm struggling with my identity at the moment. Just in general, like
get
trying
that
to
feeling.
find yourself, all that
yeah.
shit. Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know, adding gay to that. Just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
Can I say something as a 32-year-old? You'll find an identity and then you'll change.
Damn.
You change as you
That's
get older,
deep.
you mature and you change, and there's no like, this is me.
Yeah.
'Cause every time I'm like, oh, this is my thing, this is like what I do, this to hang out with. Like you evolve, and so there's no point trying to find it. In the same way, there's no point being like, this is what I want to do with my life, because what you want to do might change. I genuinely thought I would want to be on the road touring my entire life, and I do like touring. But next year, I'm like, I'm not going to do a new show. I'm going to focus on scripted stuff and spend time with my family and like friends down in London. So like, I totally get that need to be like, this is me, this is my thing, and this is what I do. But like, allow space for that to move around. Because there's so many parts of the world you could live in, so many places you could travel. You could be speaking a different language in 2 years' time. So like,
shit.
don't try and figure out something.
Okay,
that
we
you
don't all
won't-
have your linguistic skills, so maybe not that one. But what I will say is this: I just thought an interesting word that you used was add in gay, and it's like I think there's an interesting thing when I came out, and around the same time I got quite sick with OCD, and I felt like I was like there were too many things that were dramatic
That's
about me.
exactly what it feels like.
But the thing is, it's not active. You haven't added in gay. You haven't been like, let me just make this more complicated for the people who are finding me difficult. You're just, it sounds like you are finding your identity. You're just being, like you are gay. You didn't add it in.
Right. And I need to, sometimes I need to remind myself
You know,
that.
like none of it's your, and those are good things to be, but also like if anyone's making you feel like those are like burdens, that feels like that's an external imposition, not a truth.
And yes, you're no longer welcome in straight bars. And you know,
my God, yeah,
that's
and-
just part of it. You can't come to Pizza Hut anymore.
Okay,
Sorry. I know Pizza Hut's a gay
the
space.
salad bar.
Gay
That
male
was on
space.
me.
Gay male space.
That's on me. I don't know why I said it. I meant to say Zzz's and I panicked, and that is on me. Okay? Sorry, Andrew. I know you're a Pizza Hut.
Thank you. I've had 22 pizza buffets in the last year. Thank you.
Holy shit.
He also used to work at Pizza Hut.
Jesus.
Please be supportive.
It's £13 unlimited pizza, ice cream, and drinks. There we go. Thank you.
I haven't been in a minute. You've
Wow,
actually
that's
done
actually-
something. Yeah.
wow.
Are you sponsored by them? Is that
Would you be interested in getting back to dating if it was just a Pizza Hut?
Yes. Are you kidding me? I'd be there in a minute.
Nothing makes you feel like a mature adult woman than taking
Lining
another
up.
adult woman to a buffet being like, it's only £13. Well
Also,
done,
I
Andrew.
know I'm straight and I shouldn't give any advice because I've never had a partner and I'm also not gay. But word on the street is you don't have to date. You just go to a rock climbing gym. That's what
Is
I've
that
been told.
is
No
that where
joke.
all the lesbians hide?
Yeah, they're like chalking up
They're
their
in
fingers.
sports
Holy
teams as well. Your local
shit.
sports teams they're in. They're all
But
big.
they're all,
I'm not
they're
a
all
sporty
on walls.
person.
No.
That makes
There's
sense.
part of rock climbing where one of the persons is a base and you just stand there with a rope.
That sounds very sexual. That
Yeah.
sounds like it can lead to something
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know if I'm a base.
And it's just
Here's
a
my-
wall covered in lesbians at different,
That's going my dating
different heights
profile.
of
I don't think
I'm
you
a
take
base.
any advice from Helen. But wait,
I
you
appreciate
just
this.
said that you were having an issue with identity. We'd assumed that it was queer. Is that what you meant?
Maybe just in general, it sounds so cliche, but like figuring yourself out, man. Just that whole like, who am I? What do I want to do? Where do I want to be? Like,
where am I?
Yeah, where am I?
I know the answer to that one. You go to a big tourist map, and on it says "You are here."
Oh my god,
little arrow.
Yeah.
You just have all the answers.
We actually have a very relevant listener email.
Oh my god,
Shall I throw it in?
before we do that, what kind of advice giver are you?
Oh, I like to shoot straight from the hip.
Right. Okay, that's what we like to
Some
hear.
things just need to be said.
Oh my god, fantastic.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Good luck to
that
this
had
one.
real. Look, I'm not a
But with
bitch,
love,
right? Energy.
with love and with empathy. I'm a Sagittarius.
This is
what
gonna
can I
be a-
say?
Okay, all right. I don't know
My
what it means,
excuse for
but I know our
everything.
listeners know. So go on.
Just for context, away, I just did Control F lesbian in our inbox, and
How many
lot.
emails?
7,000.
Over 100.
Oh yes. I love your audience. I love your
And they'll
audience.
love you.
Brilliant. I'm so excited.
Go on.
this is from B.
Hi, B.
Hi, B.
Hello, everyone. Long-time listener, and looking forward to seeing Helen and Catherine soon live.
Yay!
I don't know if it's a problem or a question per se, but more of a quandary.
Oh, here we go.
I am 90% sure I am gay. Bracket she, her, attracted to other women. I find some men attractive, but cannot imagine sleeping with them or having a relationship. Whereas I know I have a much stronger pull of sexual and physical attraction towards women and can imagine being with one for my future. However, I've never dated anyone, slept with anyone, and I'm in my very early 20s. My university experience was dominated by illness, and so I've never had a comfortable space just to explore. I'm only just beginning to get to know my body again and realise it and me as a person could be intimate or loved. I feel no need to come out as gay, lesbian, queer, or whatever the word might be best for me. I think this is because I don't know what I identify as, so I cannot 100% say to someone else. Do I need to come out, ? Or can I explore things more myself before I do? I start a new university for postgraduate study in September, and I want to be able to be more like me, potentially explore queer spaces and date, but I literally have no clue where to start. So I suppose my questions are, do I need to come out even if I don't feel ready or understand my own identity? And B, how do I go exploring my identity and queer spaces and dating?
Wow.
I actually know the answer to this one.
Holy
but-
shit.
Yeah,
I feel like
the straight
I
girl's
wrote that
got it.
email.
I know, I was actually like, Sharon?
I was like, me? Guys, can you like help me with this
Hello?
crazy like...
How old is she?
What?
22.
Well, I just doing postgraduate, so I guess 22, 23.
About
So
22,
this is you.
23.
This is you a couple
Genuinely,
years
like,
ago.
genuinely, boom, boom, boom. Wow.
Thoughts?
Well, first of all, you don't need a label, which is something I've also struggled with. So if you feel like you're not ready for that, just don't put that pressure on yourself because you're adding more pressure. But also...
You could just get a rainbow tattoo on your forehead.
Right, and everyone will know, get the little rainbow necklace.
Or a necklace, actually. Yeah,
I really
probably
felt that. The whole, like, I can't see myself with a man, but I find them attractive is so... Did you ever feel that when you were exploring your sexuality?
Oh, but I am attracted to men.
Oh, fair dues,
Yeah.
fair dues. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I think I'm attracted to men, but then I can't see myself settling down with a man.
I definitely do have that. Probably that's the dynamic I feel about them as well. But also, like, I think it's entirely dependent on the person. I
Yeah.
think, like, I also think I'm so happy in my queerness now that I hate to say it, but there's a loss I feel when I'm in a straight relationship.
Oh, I hear that.
So, yeah. But I agree that you don't need a label. I would think a little bit about, like, is that it that you're just not sure, or do you have any aversion to a label? Because sometimes that that can be like shame, and you just got to check that that's not what it is. And if it is, maybe like have a think about why that might be. Because it sounds like you think you're queer, and like or you're like figuring it out. And I think if that's not an okay answer in queer spaces, then they need to have a word with themselves.
Agreed.
But I think it will be, is my point. I think if you go to a new university and you're like, I'm figuring it out, people will be like, cool.
Yeah. You'll naturally gravitate towards those kinds of people. Maybe find queer spaces, like, I don't know, queer book clubs. I'm still quite new to this shit.
I think
Gay
university is a
clubs.
really good place to do
It is, to be fair.
Because there'll definitely be an LGBT group. There'll definitely be a student uni, and those are queer spaces. Like our union, those are... Student unions are queer.
There's quite a lot. I reckon you could do this in an afternoon. There's a TikTok trend where all the family members line up and baby runs towards them, and then that person disappears. Do you know what I mean? It's like maybe we'll be like granny, grandpa, mum, dad, siblings,
Right.
and then baby hugs their favourite, and then at the end there's just 2 left, and baby picks their favourite out of those 2, and the last one is the least favourite. So I would just do
It's
that
so
with
cruel.
like just a mixture of different sort of,
Genders.
like, people, genders, sexualities. I'd say, honestly, you're probably more
might be
truthful
onto
after a
something.
couple of shots. I'd get a little bit wacky.
That's
I'm
so
talking about
funny.
Fun. That's
Half-
fun.
So
Holy
funny.
Half a
shit.
bottle of tequila,
No.
play some fun music.
I don't
course.
support this.
Oh, I'm kind of into
and then you
it.
run
Okay.
towards them, and whoever you
writing this
pick
shit down.
first and whoever you pick last, that's your spectrum of sexuality. That's where you go from beginning to end. And obviously people do change, and I'm not going back on what I said to you earlier. I'd say repeat every 6 months.
Oh, hello.
I was
Yeah,
just
like a
gonna
little
say,
MOT.
I was
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
say, that's the thing I will say.
And put it on TikTok because I think people would like it.
That is the one thing I will say is I do feel like there's this sort of weird like need to come to a resolution on your sexuality.
But you
to be
can
like,
within it's like 30 seconds, I think the trend
No.
is.
So my point is like you can be like I'm dating women at the moment and then see if that door opens again with men, then fine. But also like you don't have to make this decision anytime soon. I just think it's cool that you're like open to exploring.
If you want to
Yeah,
be with a
just
cat,
be
be with a cat, you know,
open.
like no
Wow.
one's judging anything.
Okay.
Open up your mind.
I would be judgmental of that.
I
might
think
say.
I would.
A cat?
Sexually,
Depends
yeah,
on the
I'm
cat.
gonna say no.
Puss in Boots, hello.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Are
Okay.
you fucking kidding me?
Fair,
Oh
fair,
my
fair.
fucking god! That
Beat.
cat.
Hello, the hat and the boots.
That
Keep those
cat.
motherfuckers on. Hello. Yes.
And part of it is also because it's Dad from Spy Kids, you know?
Yeah,
And
Antonio
it's like,
Banderas just.
I
he was made in a lab to seduce
Puss in Boots
women.
Is my
I'll
type
have a
of
white
women
Russian
as well.
hold. Is it white Russian? Hold the
Can I
rum.
just please show you? That's so funny. Can I please show you the picture of my girlfriend on my phone?
Yes.
She's wearing boots.
Oh,
She's
That
wearing
is Puss in Boots.
That is Puss in Boots. You're dating Puss in Boots.
I know. That's
Oh
what
my
I'm
god! I just
saying.
got it. Puss,
Fucking-
pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Oh my god! Is Puss in Boots the Last Witch a metaphor for lesbianism?
I guess so.
Last Wish.
We made it so.
That's the second Puss in Boots
even. It
film.
is the second bit.
For anyone who doesn't know, which would be weird.
Which, yeah.
Because it is one of the best films of all time.
Should
Have you
be
watched
It's
it?
really
nominated,
good.
yes.
It's
7
incredible.
times
Yeah.
in
It's
cinema.
incredible.
I loved it.
Oh wow!
It's
I've
red.
never.
so
really
good.
funny.
Genuinely, it's so good.
Okay.
Like, it really.
Well, listen. Maybe another tip might be to like not see the same movie in the cinema 7 times, just so to free up some time to meet lesbians.
Wow.
And that's just to the writer of the email.
Maybe that's.
That felt like an attack.
That genuinely. What if I met my wife on the 7th viewing? Do you know what I mean?
Did you?
No, but what if I did?
Just so you know, I will conduct your ceremony as the gingerbread man.
Do you know the
I thought I couldn't love you more. Yes.
What if you met your wife today talking about Puss
Oh
in
my
Boots?
god, do you think so? Are we about to get married?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, nobody else cares this much about this movie. Let me say that.
Everyone does.
This is too
I don't think
soon,
that's
but I
true.
just feel like it's the right time. And
Okay, you're going to
Helen's
have to go
being
for the little
proposed
finger.
to.
I know.
Okay,
We've been doing
Catherine,
this.
play Beauty and the Beast by
Don't know the moment. Come on, it needs to be seamless.
Andrew.
No, not Andrew, the Celine Dion version.
Andrew,
Yeah, of course it
please,
has to be.
please. I don't.
Andrew, sorry.
I
Yeah,
want
I'll
no
get
part
it.
of this.
Celine
Okay.
Dion version though.
Yes, I've got it in my favourites,
Ready?
obviously.
I know
You got this. You can do it. You can do
I feel
it.
like I should have taken a shot or something to pull on the nerves.
Half a bottle of tequila.
I felt we should be in a Pizza Hut.
This is so romantic. I know we've done about 3 gigs together, and it's early days, but I just feel like when you know, and the first time I saw you grab that mic, this rush of just emotion, just pure emotion.
It makes sense that I'm here too, right?
I want to spend the rest of my life watching Puss in Boots: The Last Wish with you, Helen.
Oh my god.
If you'll have me, will you be my wife?
Oh my god! Get consent, Helen. Consent.
Can I kiss you?
Woohoo!
This is.
I'm calling my mum!
Oh my god! Let me stop having the dress, the
He said
caterers,
my
the
personality was
venue.
too difficult, but it's not!
I can't believe I just got engaged.
I can't believe
It's
that
an
ring doesn't
emotional
fit your
moment.
finger.
It so does. It's
It was never gonna fit
perfect.
my finger, was it? It's so tiny.
I love you so much.
Oh my god, this is so
This
romantic.
is genuinely okay.
I'm moved. Hey, B, have you considered just proposing to women you barely know?
Yeah, it's worked for me. I don't know what other advice to give
I don't
you.
even know if I'm straight. I can't say.
I turned her.
I've
always wanted
I'm
to
not
do
joking. Your lips are so fucking soft.
Oh my God, stop it. That is genuinely the best compliment you could have given me.
Oh my
What's
God,
on
we
there?
have been
lesbians watching.
We
oh my
have
God.
been working to chip away at her
Yeah,
for
Carmex.
100 episodes, 101. The answer was Sharon.
Right
Sharon turned Helen.
Well, Sharon and Antonio Banderas.
Well,
That's
that's to
a
be
cat.
expected. Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
That's fine.
Oh my God, I
Kinda
meant
like
to
a threesome.
bestiality.
No.
That's not the
That's an
takeaway.
awful realization to have after
That
all
you
of
turned
this.
her to bestiality. I thought
I
you turned
don't
her
know how to
gay.
feel about
All
that.
these pigs behind you are suddenly turning me on.
It's starting to
Oh my
make
God.
sense.
Crocheted pig.
Okay, the moment's turned. Back to the problem. Back to the problem.
I think we
Bea,
solved
I'm
it.
so
Do the
sorry.
Would you like a new problem?
Don't
No,
do this,
no. Let's
Bea.
just quickly say you're going to university. Join queer groups. Join sports teams. Join drama. What else is gay in university? Drama societies, student unions, football teams.
No, you can't have all of them as being a gay thing.
Where's the lie?
Pick two.
Where's the lie?
No, there is. Yeah.
Any
Okay,
sort of breeding
student
party,
union isn't
Crocheting,
gay.
any kind of arts and crafts.
arts and crafts, the knitting club.
Yes,
And the
very
debate
queer.
club will be gay. The film club will be gay.
Definitely. Comedy, if you have a
there's a
comedy.
The
comedy-
film
comedy club will
club
be
is
gay.
So
straight
queer.
men.
No.
Stop it.
Baby
It
girl.
really depends.
Sorry. If there are women there, they're gay.
They're gay.
Have
Yeah,
you
gay
seen
as hell.
CEX, the State of the Lads and the CEX?
And I'm saying if there's a woman in there, she's
Have you
gay
seen
as
the people
hell.
coming in and out of FOP, the shop FOP?
Okay, but
You're telling me that's a queer space.
I'm talking about
here?
people who are funding to make their first short film.
There we go.
They're lesbians.
They are lesbians.
Thank you.
They like women. They eat vaginas.
I'm so sick of this appropriation.
And yeah, I think that's it. Pretty.
Keep out of ZZ's.
And
That's
don't
ours.
stress. Don't stress.
Yeah, don't stress.
It's all gonna be fine.
It's gonna
And
be
when it
wonderful.
happens, it happens. I didn't have sex until my early 20s. I didn't date anyone until my early 20s. Like, there's no rush. I feel like
Yeah.
society places a lot of pressure.
Best case
No rush.
scenario, you try it and you get to see boobs.
Which
Not
10
all
out
of
of
us
10
can be
every
engaged
time.
like me.
Woohoo!
I really got engaged before Catherine.
That's insane.
actually can.
Does that mean we have to end the podcast
Really?
now?
Oh my
What was
God.
the
No,
deal?
I've got to have a baby.
That was it.
Yeah,
Baby
that'll be
marriage.
it.
Yeah, sorry.
And we'll do it
Catherine's
live.
marriage,
A
no
live
baby.
baby.
A live baby.
Right? Live stream it?
Yeah,
No?
ideally a live baby.
I saw no live streaming.
Right.
Right.
I was like, yeah,
How
ideally.
morbid.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why is that where your mind went too fast?
Probably Andrew!
I'm
Are you
confident
okay
in
to
who I am as
honeymoon
an
in Disney
individual.
World?
We'll talk about that later, I think.
What?
Puss in Boots.
You want a honeymoon in Disneyland?
It's called a sweetheart's honeymoon.
Are you a Disney adult? Oh shit! Have I just opened something that I shouldn't have? There's no. Listen. I think they're very fun, and I love that they.
They.
Oh God.
Oh my god, watching two people find
stop,
out the
stop,
core
stop, stop.
values of each other.
Stop. What do you mean by they're very fun?
I wouldn't call myself a Disney adult. Maybe-
Define Disney adult.
You know,
Define.
Disneyland every year. Minnie Mouse is. Some Little Mermaid tattoo. Every room in the house is a different Disney theme. Shit.
So far, so Helen.
You should really see someone's place before you get married.
You should see someone's place.
Catherine,
Whoa.
do you want to wrap it up? There's your ring back.
Oh my god, Sharon, thank you so much for doing the podcast. Everyone say thank you to Sharon.
Thank you.
She came, she got a wife, she lost the wife.
It's
my
okay.
god, what
All
a
in a
queer
day's
journey.
Work. All in a day's work.
Hey Sharon, thank you for coming. How are you
Thank you
feeling?
for having me. Oh my God, amazing.
Okay,
I'm
I'm really
feeling-
sorry that Helen dumped you on
No,
air.
do you know, I think maybe we'll make me
we're never
more
going
eligible.
out. We're never going out. We're
Right?
never going out.
Yes.
Women love heartbreak.
Oh
And
my
I
God,
can
yeah, now
use
you've had a
that.
broken engagement.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's
sexy.
kind of sexy.
That actually is sexy.
Yeah, I would be into that, low key. Which is
yeah, me too.
awful.
I'd have a lot of questions and I would
So
be
many.
intrigued.
And I want to know all the answers.
Here's my question. Helen, get off your phone.
I want to show Sharon pictures of me and
Oh my
Disney.
God.
Oh, for the love of God.
I
No,
can't
wrap up the episode. I don't give a
wait.
fuck.
Okay. Sharon, where can people find you? And we know it's not Disneyland.
Oh my gosh. On social media, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, what's your
Is that
handle?
Sharon Wanjohi _.
How are we spelling Wanjohi?
WANJOHI.
Thank you so
Remember
much.
that for myself.
What about,
Piglet.
are you on X?
Am I on X?
Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh my God, I completely forgot.
I know.
Crikey.
I know.
Ugh.
I wish X lived up to its name and it was in fact just a social media platform for your
Right.
exes.
Oh, hello.
Wouldn't that be
You're
so
not
fun?
wrong, yeah.
If your bio had to be who you dated previously, that'd be so fun.
Messy.
That's me
I
with
love
the
that.
castle.
But this is cute. This isn't giving Disney adult. It's giving a woman at Disney.
I've got Minnie Mouse ears on.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I take that back.
There's me with my best friends.
You are a Disney.
For the listener, I'm holding Lotso,
How do you
Marie,
feel about
and
that?
Sully.
I hate it, but I disengage from it.
Okay. I am on Twitter. Sorry, Sharon Wanjohi, just Sharon Wanjohi.
Great TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
Good for you. Protect your
I
mental
know.
health.
I should
Protect
be
your
though.
well-being.
I will
This is
get
me
on there.
pretending
I will.
to chase Remy.
I unironically really like that.
Dear God. And what about if you want to see
Aurora.
If people
Me and
want
Princess
gigging.
Aurora.
This is my opinion of you has changed.
I know, it's tough. It's tough. Can people see you do shows?
Oh yes, I'm doing a work in progress at ABBAFest. The 1st of October, 6:30 at Bank
At
Bar.
ABBA Fest?
Yes.
I'm a comedy fest.
I'm a
Aberystwyth.
comedy fest. Yeah,
Aber.
sorry. I
I
should
was like-
really. Is it my accent?
No, not at all. But I was like,
I can never say the full thing.
I genuinely assumed it was more like an actual
ABBA.
ABBA.
Picture me
Can
and
you
Catherine
imagine?
from
That'd be
last
so
Christmas.
much fun.
Okay, so
Do you
you'll
remember
be
seeing
in
that show?
Wales.
I
I love
cried
that.
so
I
much
will
that
be.
night. Do you remember?
Yes. Wait. So
Why?
you'll be in. Can we focus in Wales? Is that where ABBA is?
Yes, yeah,
Right.
in Wales. Sorry, yes.
And
1st of
then,
October.
if people want to see you in London,
Just follow me on Instagram. I usually upload where I'm gonna be, when I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I
Or that
follow
Bad
Sharon.
News
It's
Jazz.
really cool,
DM
actually.
me. I don't know if you think like you want to go for a drink or something. I don't know.
Oh my God!
Is that like pour?
no, I love that.
Fuck it! Shooting my
Nobody
shot.
Yes,
Shooting my
shooting
shot.
Nobody has ever on this podcast
How
been like,
wild.
DM me if you want to drink. But oh my God, you should be so lucky to go on a date with Sharon. So please do.
I love you,
And
thank
Sharon,
you.
I'm not sporty either, but I know a lot of the sporty ones. If that's what
Hello.
you're into.
Yes, very
Okay,
much.
great.
Okay,
Well, we can
we'll
do some
talk.
intros.
We'll talk.
Oh my God, I have a. Okay, great. I have a good
Just
candidate
broke
for you.
up.
What?
I move on
Just
quick,
broke
hun.
up.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry, but no, I really do have someone for you. Okay, fun. Guys, do we have any announcements? I have one, which is that on my website, catherinebohart.com, please could you sign up to my mailing list, because I have news coming early October, and also because I kind of want to get into mailing lists, as in like actually writing a proper letter to you guys. So please could you sign up, otherwise it doesn't feel worth my while.
You know what? Sign up to my mailing list.
Yeah.
Take two. And see.
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of indicative of what our mailing list emails will be like.
You can sign up to my mailing list too.
Got there in the end. Got there in the end.
Do you have a website?
I do not.
Good for you. God, we're so
Oh my
old
God,
etching our
no.
dates into our website. Like
I
old
feel old
fucking-
school.
Join our
no.
mailing
See
list.
me on the
Join our
stage.
mailing list.
Join our chain letter.
I love it. So much
Send
fun.
us a pigeon. Let us know by telegram
signal,
if you like
please.
the podcast.
Oh my God, please send me a pigeon. I would fucking
Please,
love
that'd be
that.
amazing.
That would be amazing.
Oh my
Okay.
God, send a pigeon. Post a pigeon into the Trusty Hogs offices.
No, good God.
Get her alive.
Already dead.
No,
Yeah.
it would be dead.
It would
It would
so
definitely
be
be
Not
dead.
if it came from like next door or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Please give it up one more time for Sharon Wanjohi, everybody.
I love you.
And we'll tag Sharon in all of our posts. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much to our executive producers. We don't know where we'd be without you. Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah Harque-Deakin, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway and Matthew Thomas. We are so grateful.
We're so grateful. Thank you to our producers. Thank you, Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bold, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Emma Walton, Harald van Dijk, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess and Nick, I'm doing so well with these names, Zoe, Sarah and Molly, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Rachel Page, Helen A, Tina Linsey, Graham Marsh, Amy O'Riordan, Abbie Worf, Kie Web, Matt Sims, Luke Bright, Leah, Kate Spencer, Tristan, Liz Fort, Taz, Chloe, Becky Fox, Amy, Emily G, Alex McPew, Dean Michael, Glennis Wood. Oh, come on, Stephanie. Give me a break. Stephanie.
She said you can do Steffi if that's easier.
No, it's not. I don't have a problem pronouncing Stephanie.
Stephanie's fine.
It's the second name.
Come on.
Stephanie Catrachia.
Catraccia.
Give me a break.
Come on, Stephanie. Give me a break. Sophie Shivers.
Andrew's like Steffi, as if that's the
Yeah, Steffi. If you can't do Stephanie.
It's just Steffi.
Sophie
Thanks, Andrew.
Chivers, Mark, and Anthony. Almost a clear streak.